morning, everyone. Happy Wednesday. Hope everyone's having a great morning. It's 10:04 here. The snow must muffle the sound of the siren that usually goes off here in Rochester at 10 a.m. every Wednesday. That's how some of my friends here in town know that I'm going live on Wednesday mornings, because they hear the siren and they know I'm here and I'm live. But apparently the snow muffles that. So for those of you who don't know me, I'm Denise Stiegel. I am the owner and I am the editor of livinghealthylist.com, where we come to you, or we provide you with honest and reliable information on health, wellness, personal development, and fun that you can actually use. And the best part is you can actually connect with somebody right from our website. So I have to ask you this question. I ask questions every Wednesday when I'm here. These are things for you to think about so you can grow and learn and become the best person that you can be. So the question today, are you a person of integrity? Are you consistent? Are you reliable? Are you trustworthy? Are you dependable? All of those things go into becoming being a person of integrity, one who holds integrity. And somebody who is all of those things, consistent, reliable, trustworthy, and dependable, is somebody that others look up to. I know I do. And I don't know about you, but I want to be somebody that people look up to and want to emulate. There's definitely people in my life who I have tried to emulate because they really do hold this higher standard. So here's an example of when you're not in integrity. Okay, so I'm going to talk to you like where you're right here in front of me. So here's the thing. You say to me, Denise, I'll send that information to you tomorrow, but I never receive it. To you, it seems like an insight. You're busy, you just forgot. It's not a big deal. And to me, it's actually not that big a surprise. I actually didn't expect that you were actually going to send it to me. Hi, Barb Hahn. And that's interesting, but I didn't expect you were going to send it to me. Why? Because more and more, when you tell me you're going to do something, you just don't. I'm going to call you tomorrow. Oh, I'll fix XYZ. I'll read that report. I'll send that referral. To you, this may not be a big deal. But I can assure you, to your reputation, it is a huge deal. Doing what you say you're going to do is actually, it's one of the key elements to people who are successful. Successful people are always consistent and always do what they say they're going to do. I have somebody in my life who I absolutely adore and will say, Dee Dee, I'll call you tomorrow. Dee Dee, I'll text you tomorrow. Dee Dee, let's talk. Dee Dee, here's the time that I'll be around. Never calls, never texts, doesn't respond. Now, granted, I know he's a teenager, but still. And that's really tough. Like, this is somebody who's young. And if this is the, starting young, and this is kind of the way he thinks that it's okay to be this way, that's probably not a good thing. If you say you're going to do something, really, you should do it. Even the littlest thing, like texting somebody back. I mean, it's really not that difficult. Oh, my thing is messed up there. So when you say, you're like, here's an example. So like in the realm of social media, in our world of social media, we've gotten really, really bad at doing what we say we're going to do. First of all, granted, you get an email or a Facebook message, or there's a Facebook event that's posted, and you say, oh yeah, maybe I'll go. Oh yeah, I'll go. I'm free that day. And then you kind of forget about it. Maybe you put it on your calendar, maybe you didn't. But if you say you were going to be there, there's somebody on the other end of that who's expecting you. Maybe it's, they are trying to figure out how many people are going to be at dinner or at the open house, so they can plan. If you say you're going to be there, they're planning on you to be there. If you're not going to be there, we'll talk about that in a second. But really what tends to happen is people just, I think it's actually better if you just don't respond, because then people really aren't counting on you. So don't respond. If you say maybe, follow up with it. to me, maybe is almost the same as not responding. So, if you say, oh, yeah, maybe I'll come, it's more like, maybe I won't. So I think this is something that we really need to think about when we want to stand in our integrity and we want to be reliable. We want people to be able to say, oh, okay, yep, Denise said she's going to be there and she's there. If I'm not going to be there, really, I should pick up the phone and call, or at least, I hate to say this, send a text. When you say yes and you don't show up, if you don't, you say you're going to send a prize or you don't follow through, you really have disappointed somebody. And here's the thing, this may not be the first time you're disappointing them. This might be again and again. And so at some point, people just stop believing you. They stop counting on you. Maybe they stop inviting you. And these are things to really think about. Wait a minute, let's step back. Why are people not inviting me to things anymore? Well, I just don't show up, or I say I'm going to be there and I don't show up. Then why would people want to include me? So truly, when you think of integrity and doing the things you say you're going to do, there are two main things that I think that get completely eroded. Number one is trust. Trust is built on those little things. All those little things add up. There's always those people in your life who disappoint you, and then they show up and they have a big bouquet of flowers, and somehow that one big gesture is supposed to make up for all of the little times and all of the little things that had kind of accrued up until then. The other thing, and I kind of mentioned this, is it totally decreases your credibility with people. Now, this could be business, it could be professional. I guess business and professional is the same thing. It could be personal, your family and your friends. And if the people that you're surrounded with, the people that you spend time with, don't think that you're credible or that you're trustworthy or dependable, again, those people are going to step back and they don't really want to be around you. And it's better for them not to. It affects you more than it actually affects them. So what I would say to you is to stand in your integrity, to be consistent, be reliable, be that trustworthy, dependable coworker, boss, manager, spouse, partner, and friend that you want to be. Again, if you can't make it, pick up the phone and call. Ooh, if you have to, send a text, but I always think calling is better. And just the last thing I will leave you with is, my mom used to always say, if you don't have anything nice to say, don't say anything at all. If you can't be someplace or you're not sure if you're going to show up, just don't say that you'll be there. Then nobody will be disappointed and you will actually be standing in your own integrity. That's all I have for you today. I wish you a wonderful week, healthy living, happy life. Have a great week, everyone. Bye. Why are we not ending?